Hello, everyone, and welcome to week one of Group Dynamics. My name is Nichelle Fisher, and today I'm going to be talking about small groups, also group norm. We're also going to talk about rules, consequences, and then we're also going to talk about the importance of communication. Let's talk about small groups. Now, it is recommended that a small group could be from 3 to possibly 11. I believe 11 is too much. So I believe 5 is more of a decent size. I've taught this class for numerous years, and 5 seems to be like a little bit more of a decent size because it gives every person in the group an opportunity to express themselves and kind of, give their input into any project that's given. Let's talk about rules. Why are we talking about rules within a small group? It is essential to have rules because of the fact you have an organizational goal that needs to be met. If you have an organizational goal that needs to be met, there's a deadline associated with that. So if you don't have rules within that actual project, then people are going to fall short because there's no consequences associated with them not meeting deadlines. So it's extremely, extremely important that you cover that. I always tell my students that if there's a person that's not doing their work, basically it's called social loafing, as to where they're feeding off of others and not giving their input. A rule should be stated that that's not something that they can get away with. I would traditionally tell people, don't let them put their name on the paper. They won't get credit for it. So, just stuff like that. It's just extremely important that we cover that. I also recommend that you come up with a group norm. And the group norm will talk about, how you guys are going to actually interact with each other. Basically, if it's going to be online, basically via email, in person, however you guys are going to actually meet. Talk about the consequences of not meeting deadlines, and just talk about how you're going to interact with each other. You're going to go through the process of saying each person has an opportunity to speak without anyone being disruptive. Talk about how you're not going to tolerate cussing or anything like that. So kind of, establish that in the beginning. Okay, that's something that I believe is extremely essential. Another thing we need to talk about is communication. Communication is important, especially in a group, because we need to be crystal clear about what is the organizational goal, what is the task at hand. When we have that information and it's crystal clear, it is so much easier to delegate to other people, and everybody has their part and everybody comes together, and then it just fits like a puzzle, basically. So we need to ensure that everything's crystal clear. Can miscommunication come into play? Yes. But I believe it's essential when you guys come together, if there's an issue, talk about those issues. Will conflict arise? Yes. Maybe not now, maybe later on. You might have a smooth transition, you might not. But when we talk about conflict, we have to think about, is it worth it? Do we have time to deal with this? Is it better to avoid it? Is it better to face it? You have to decide with that within your group, and then come up with some type of resolution in regards to that. It's extremely important. But one thing I can honestly say is, if you have a group that is strong and powerful, they will always, always, always meet those deadlines, and they will produce quality work. But that's something that you have to establish in the beginning. Create a group norm as to where people are held accountable for their actions, and accept quality. Not quantity, but quality. Accept quality, because this is a true representation of your group. And in the end, it's going to be an amazing transition. Once again, thank you. And I look forward to actually interacting with you guys online through the group chat. And have a good day. Thank you.